Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to Buffalo Sports Center. Quick turnaround for streams for the channel. I think this is the first time we've ever done 2 streams in one day, so it's a momentous day for the YouTube crew. Cal got to call a very entertaining and fun game earlier today as the Buffalo Bills triumphed in their wild comeback over the New England Patriots 35-31. That was a fantastic game. I was watching just downstairs, going nuts, going crazy. I hope the Sabres also follow up that Bills win with their victory of their own. We'll see. They are 7-1 all time against the Seattle Kraken. This is not a franchise the Sabres have done well against historically. And this year, of course, both teams are very mediocre, hovering around that 500 mark. Seattle is above that fake 500 for now. They are at 12-11-6, sitting at 30 points, 6th in their Pacific Division. The Sabres, of course, everyone knows, 13-14-4, 30 points themselves, but that leaves them dead last in our division, the Atlantic. But let's see. Let's quickly look at the chat. Elijah in rare form. Sawyer, what's going on? Donna will be 32 years old on December 10th, 2026. Oh, so it was your birthday, but you're saying it's your birthday a few days ago. Elijah, happy belated birthday. Sorry we weren't streaming that night. What was happening on the 10th? Were there any games that night? It was last Wednesday. That was the Philly game, I would think. But anyways, folks, we got 10 people in the chat. They're going to go through their national anthems and whatnot, their pregame ceremonies. But for now, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Can you tell I'm a little rusty? It's been a few weeks. I know it's been a few weeks, and I'll do a couple streams this week, and then it'll be another few weeks again. My explanations for the last few weeks, it's been finals at the law school. I've got done with those last Wednesday. And I wasn't able to do any streams because the Sabres were on their West Coast tour. That's a little too late for me. I go to bed by that time, even if I'm not doing anything. And, but this week I'll be streaming this game and probably the Philly game on Thursday night. After that, I go back to Buffalo. And of course, in Buffalo, I don't have any of my streaming equipment. So that's the explanation. So I won't be live. I'll do these 2 games and then I won't be live again until January, which leaves Cal, your only hope. Should I start watching Bills games again? Yes. But only the second half. You only watch the second halves. Don't watch the first. Our defense sucks. Our offense sucks. They're very predictable. But for some reason, Sean McDermott, he lights a fire under their asses during the halftime talk. And they switch up. They switch up. I can't explain it. Elijah, that could happen. Unfortunately for the Bills, because of that devastating loss to Miami a few weeks ago, even if the Patriots were to lose to Baltimore next Sunday and we beat the Cleveland Browns, the Bills still will not be the divisional leader because of record or division record. That tiebreaker. The Patriots currently hold that tiebreaker. The Bills, of course, had divisional losses to the Patriots and to the Dolphins. The Patriots do not have any divisional losses as of this moment, so they would keep that tiebreaker and remain in first. So what we really need is the Bills to run the table, finish undefeated, and hope that the Patriots lose to either the Jets or the Dolphins in the final 2 weeks of the season. That's what we need. And anything before then, it's a blip. It's whatever. But anyways, we gotten through the national anthems, folks. Puck drop is about to happen. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday evening. Hope y'all will stay with me the entire night. And we are off in Seattle. The Sabres, of course, lost the first 3 games of this road trip. They have won the last 2 against Edmonton in overtime and Vancouver. They're looking to split the series here with this game tonight in Seattle. And we'll get to some of the larger ramifications of this game, the Kevyn Adams talk. We'll get to all that at whatever commercial break, whenever I feel like talking about it or someone reminds me. But anyway, Seattle trying to come into the Sabre zone, but they do so off sides. Chandler Stevenson can I make it clean? I haven't watched a Bills game since the Texans, and I've been skiing and hanging out with my girlfriend. Well, Sawyer, I think that's probably better than having a lot of anxiety for 4 hours straight. I mean, I think the Bills this season have taken off so many lives, so many years off my life expectancy. So after that face-off, Sabres win it. They'll play around between the two defensemen. McLeod off the near side wall, trying to go far side. He eventually has it deflected in. There's Zach Benson in on the forecheck. He just got his first goal of the season against Vancouver. Finally, the wait is over for Zach Benson. Hopefully, this can begin a run for him. Oh, watch out, Timmins. Nearly turned it over behind his neck. Finds a way to get up the wall to Jack Quinn. He'll skate away from one. Now another. Has the puck with him at center, and he keeps going. Finds Zach Benson off the rush. He'll slide it below the goal line. Now it goes to the far boards. Byram's pinch fails. Eberle gets there first. Has a stick tied up by Owen Power. Yes, you heard that right. Owen Power tied up a guy's stick. I know. Insane. Insane. But Brandon Montour with it on his stick now. He'll throw it into the Sabres zone. And there goes my internet again. We're doing this already, huh? Here's Winterton in the near side corner. Tuck watching over him. And Josh Norris. Now they'll get a forward into the neutral zone. Seattle cuts it off right there. They'll chip it right back in again. Is my clock not even running? Oops. This is a big game for Buffalo. Get back to 500. Only 5 points out of a playoff spot. Kevyn Adams hopefully is gone tomorrow morning. This could be a lot of vibe shifts here. Alexiak, the veteran defenseman, skates forward from behind his own net for the Kraken. Finds a man four. They'll establish themselves here in the Sabres zone. There's a quick one-timer from the point. Blocked before it could get through to Alex Lyon, who is starting in goalie. And we got a Buffalo player down. That's Rasmus Dahlin behind the play. He's not feeling too good. Now he's up. His bucket's barely on his head, but he gets it forward. He joins the rush anyways. Finds Thompson to the outside. Thompson doesn't have a shooting lane. He'll get it to the point. Samuelson now. His pass gets picked off, though. And now the Kraken trying to bank this one off the boards. Use their speed to get on in. Ooh. Nice hit by Dahlin. Trying to return the favor on the rookie for the Kraken. Dahlin is very slow getting to the bench, folks. Watch out. Rush the other way. Here's a quick shot straight into the glove of Lyon. That shot coming from Capo Caco. And yeah, Dahlin's hunched over. I can't tell if he's actually in pain. We'll see on this replay. It was the rookie, Atkinson. He just kind of collides with Dahlin. Neither guy were looking at each other. Just sort of, oops, ran into you. My bad. So I don't know about that. But looks like Dahlin he was a bit shocked. So he's just trying to gather himself on the bench right now. But anyways, we continue to play here. This face-off kind of coming to the right of Alex Lyon. Kozak leaning into the dot. Sabres are, of course, the worst team in the NHL in face-offs, but Kozak wins that one. Sabres just get it out of the zone. Greenway now finds Kozak, trying to cut through to the middle. Has the puck taken off his stick. And now the Kraken. Sorry, do I think I passed? It's almost impossible to fail. It's not very reassuring. The better question is, did I get good grades? We'll see. Mediocre, probably. Oh, come on. Now my ESPN. It's been getting a little choppy. Gotta love that for ESPN Plus. Its feed. Did y'all see that Mahomes got in torn ACL? Bruh. Works on my phone, but it doesn't work on Okay, I see how it is. Sorry about that, folks. My ESPN Plus on the desktop here stopped working. It's fine. It's just the internet. It always is. Maybe it's the desktop just being slow. Alright, Sabres. Ooh, quick break here. Jack Quinn getting a step. Oh, he tried to go 5-hole on the goalie Decord. Just couldn't get it by him. Good chance off the rush. Sawyer, the AFC is wide open right now, okay? It's wide open. Riker Evans keeping it in here. Seattle trying to return the favor after the Sabres finally get a shot on goal. Still not a whole lot of offense happening here. Sabres trying to flip it towards the high slot. Benson was in chasing after it. Good play by the defenseman to get past one. Now the other, and he gets by Alex Tuck, centering this one into the skates of Stevenson. His backhander goes wide. Now Tuck looking to stretch it here. He finds Norris. Norris toe drag shoots into the glove of Joey Decord, and he will hold on for the whistle. So here's the initial chance. Quinn right off the faceoff. He got a stretch pass between the two defensemen. The guy, back checker, was bearing down on him. That was Ryan Lindgren. Forced Jack Quinn into a one-handed backhand save. And then Josh Norris, who is returning to play here tonight after some soreness or illness or whatnot. He also just had a good opportunity. So another offensive zone face-off here for the Sabres. Lost. Dunn rings it around the boards. Kept in momentarily by Samuelsson. He can't get to the second 50-50 battle. But Tuck steals it from him. Gets a shot off. Decord comes out and challenges. Look at the $20 million man looking uninterested. I mean, Tuck did a good job to win it back, but he probably time. Nobody was around him. He had Norris going to the net. It's just he didn't get into the pads. He just sent it right into the crest of Joey Decord. Kind of easy. Seattle wins the draw, and they'll chip it into the Sabres zone. Here's Peyton Krebs now. Curling out of his corner, sends a pass to nobody in particular, and that'll come back for an icing. Did you know that Peyton Krebs has 0 goals this year? Could you tell? Could you tell? No. Of course not. It's not like he's not an offensive mastermind. He's so trash. There's Lane Lambert, coach for the Seattle Kraken. Seattle wins the faceoff. Alexiak slides it over to his D partner. Dunn pinballs back to Alexiak. His second opportunity goes into the corner now, where the Kraken retrieve it. Trying to play this to the point. That pass fails. Now they'll send it down low. Samuelsson, though, offensive mastermind Matthias Samuelsson gets it forward, but the Sabres again lose it in the neutral zone. Can't be doing that. Here's Peyton Krebs at the near side wall, seeing that a bunch of his teammates are going off for some line changes. He loses it. Haha, smooth gaming. I don't know. Is Peyton Krebs really the GOAT? Seattle behind the net. Can't center this one. Now it squeaks to the near side post. Puck is rolling on Samuelsson, having trouble controlling it. Now Greenway will get it forward. Louisville football is playing, yes. The day before Christmas. Here's Greenway. His centering attempt fails. He trips a guy, and another guy falls in front of the net. No calls coming from the refs. Here are the Kraken again, in on the forecheck. Good hard check into the boards. They send it out in front. Goes to the point. Lyon with a glove save. Oh, crap. Stay with me. Ooh. There's a guy who tried to jump over the puck. And here's Greenway again. Takes a heavy check on the near side boards. Elicits a reaction from the crowd. Oh, so what is Jordan Greenway? He may actually be the GOAT. But for real, though, what does Greenway bring to this team in 2025? I don't know. Ooh, that... Oh! How did that not go in for the Kraken? Took a funny bounce in front. Now it goes out in front again. Just wide of Lyon. Seattle all over the Sabres currently. They have it at the point once more. They spin around, deflected in front. Another big save by Lyon on the rebound. He is robbing Shane Wright not once, but twice on that shift. Seattle on the forefoot here. Sabres kind of caught sleeping in their own zone. Owen Power going off for a Sunday skate in front of his own net again. That led to a couple of chances for the 4th overall pick a few years ago, actually in Owen Power's class, I think. It was him, Matty Beniers. No, it wasn't. Shane Wright was the year before Beniers. He fell to the Kraken at number 4 after being the number 1 mocked pick all that season. He almost got his 6th goal of the season right there. But yeah, Toledo Rockets are not going to beat the Louisville Cardinals. I don't know if Miller Moss is playing in that game. I really hope he doesn't, because he sucks. No one likes him in Louisville. Miller Moss sucks. Tyler Shuck, on the other hand, now that's a good quarterback. That's a real sneaky athletic quarterback. But we are in a commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that means. The daunted subscribe button comes back onto the screen just to remind you. Just to remind. I trust that you've subscribed. You right there, sitting on the other end of this camera. On the other end of a screen, actually. I subscribed, or at least liked it, to help us with the algorithm, of course. Sawyer, I went to the Louisville-Memphis basketball game yesterday, and we are phenomenal. Even when Mikkel Brown isn't putting up big numbers and he's a free throw merchant, Ryan Conwell, that's a guy. Senior, really good. Roos is really good. Louisville's, if we don't make it to the quarterfinals, probably semifinals of March Madness, that's a disappointment. That's a disappointment for this team. They are so good. So a defensive zone face-off coming up here for the Sabres. They win it! Oh, they win a face-off! Dahlin getting pinched at the end boards there. He just rings it around, and now he turns it over. Falls to Capo Caco, the former Ranger. Sends it to Alexiak. Near side point! I don't think that got all the way through to Lyon. No, it didn't. There's another blast from the point. Lyon just got enough of that one. That centering pass goes between the two Kraken defensemen. Now it's a foot race here. Look out, don't. Draw pass to Thompson! Why did he couldn't get the shot off? Tried to dipsy doodle his way to the net instead of taking the backhander. Doesn't work. But look at Doan again with the puck retrievals. He'll send this below the goal line. Peyton Krebs gets rubbed off out of the play too easily. And that allows the Kraken to get forward here. Lions, whoa. Stop the puck. Stop the play. But he was well outside of his net. Some hesitancy from him there. But the Sabres going the other way. Here's Byram crossing the Kraken blue line. Plays it into Osland. Absolutely. Very smart chat. Actually, are we? I mean, the Kraken have beaten us 7 out of 8 times. Kraken played into the Sabres end. Timmins can't get that puck away from Eberle. Eberle finds Montour. He'll just float it into the near side corner. Goes right to Byram, who... Did you know that Bo Byram is one of the worst 5-on-5 defensemen so far this season? Yeah, he is. Here's Byram now. In front of his own net, he'll curl around, sit behind it for just a moment. Now he'll reemerge. He's got 6 goals this year, wow. Sabres just not getting any consistent time in the offensive zone right now. A little sloppy, and they commit another turnover here. The Kraken, Ben Myers trying to turn that into an opportunity. He can't. Zach Benson plays it to the wall now, outside of his zone. Turns it over. Kraken dump it in again. 10:37 to go here in this first period. Ooh, Decord nearly turned it over. Benson was heaving down on him. Lonza with some speed. The rookie only in his second, maybe third game for the Kraken. He's looked good so far. Had that big hit on Dahlin earlier. Oh yeah, that Byram Timmins pairing. And Jacob Bresson just turned it over in the corner, playing too lax. Nearly turned it over again. Eventually, the Sabres lifted out to center ice. Buffalo will finish a change now. But watch out, Kraken in with speed. Get towards the high slot before trying to take a shot that gets taken off their sticks. And now Buffalo looking for some space the other way. They have an avenue up the far side. Doan drops it back now to the trailer past defenseman. There's a quick shot from Darlene. He was looking far side, but Decord was on the task. He'll hold on halfway through the first. Don released the Sabres. Oh! Elijah with a $50 donation. Yeah, oh no, here we go. Elijah, I would love to be your financial advisor, sir, okay? And I mean this in jest, but really. I'm sure you have a job, and I know it's your money, but I don't want you to go bankrupt and out of your own well-being if I see you putting too much to us. I mean, look, it's money, and I should say I want it all, but no, I'm going to give myself a couple pats on the back here. Please do not bankrupt yourself. This channel was not worth your bankruptcy. Look, a better way to support this channel right now, you've given us so much money over the last 2 months, but just like and subscribe and keep engaging in the chat. That is the best way. I don't want your money, Elijah. Please, I don't want your money. I greatly appreciate it, and I know Kale and Jaden do too. I don't know if you donated to them earlier. I really hope you didn't for your own financial sake, but I want you to be okay financially. Just keep chatting away in the chat there, and I will keep reading it and engaging, and we can have a conversation, and that's good enough for me. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'd hate to have to go in and I just discovered this because of you, Elijah, because of you, actually. I can turn off donations. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Again, Elijah, you're a great member of this community. I don't want you to be a bankrupt member of this community, though, okay? There's a personal level to this. Personal interest. Face off now in the Seattle zone. Seattle wins it. Buffalo keeps it in. Darlene's just going to float a high riser towards the court. He'll glove it down and bring up another face-off here. Sabres just not putting in any pressure at the moment. And I realize that my internet is again screwing around. Ooh, nice clean face-off win by Norris. Quick one-timer from the point goes well wide of Decord. Remains in play, though. Norris can't get to that behind the net. Lindgren trying to muscle away from one. Now Ostlund is in on the forecheck. He pins and forces a turnover by Lindgren. Finds Norris below the goal line. Norris can't get it to the point. Kakko, really bad play against the wall. He'll get a second try, and now it's a 2-on-1 rush here. Goudreau on the backhander off the post. Or maybe the bar. He was looking to go short side on Alex Lyon, nearly beat him. We remain scoreless, though. Ostlund trying to go over the line and in, but he is offsides. Elijah celebrates 1 month of membership. Don, go Bills and Sabres. Go Bills, go Sabres. Elijah, again, you're a great member of this community. Please don't bankrupt yourself. Make financially responsible decisions, folks. Stop buffering. Stop it. I will punch you, Mr. Wi-Fi. I will punch you, Spectrum. All right. Another face-off loss here for the Sabres. Neat, tidy passing here by the Kraken. They'll get it forward. Greenway now in his own corner. Gets it up the wall. Kozak just about gets it over the blue line. But that'll go all the way down the ice for an icing call. So that face-off will now happen in the Sabre zone. Bermuda Triangle of Dawn. Yep. The Bermuda Triangle of Dawn is striking again. Absolutely horrendous. Not clutch by Spectrum. You stop it, ESPN. You stop that. All right, Kozak. The Sabres team, I mean, they are leading in shots right now, but ooh. Shot from the point from the Kraken deflected just wide of the near side post. I was just going to say, the Sabres have not been getting any good opportunities. Outside the Quinn chance, half chance, the Kraken have hit a post. They've had a couple of chances in front, courtesy of Shane Wright. Sabres just need to get themselves moving a bit. Turning the puck over too many times in the neutral zone. Good hold-up play by Jack Quinn. Curling towards the middle of the ice. Now finds a man to the outside. Tuck with a quick shot off the pad of Decord. Can the Kraken get it out? Yeah. Or that was actually Owen Power. I don't know how I got those guys confused. He was trying to go far side on that. Now here's Quinn, dancing towards the middle again. Slides it back against the grain. McLeod makes a move. Tries to go to the net. That shot off a skate to the corner. Below the goal line again. Here's Benson. Wins the battle. Finds Quinn. He gets flattened by the defenseman. And now the play is dead. Play is intercepted. Flipped out into the Buffalo zone. Power now looking to spring the Sabres forward quickly here. Benson couldn't handle that pass. And now the Kraken can play out of the Sabres pressure, and they have some numbers going the other way. But great play by Dahlin. Oh, but he turned the puck over. Pause. Pause on that. Praise. Samuelson now in the near side corner. Finds Tage. Tage goes cross ice here. Sabres can now come out again. Samuelson. Ooh, he gets spun down to the ground, and that's going to result in a penalty. He's going to draw a tripping call. The Sabres will get their first power play opportunity of the night. It's Adam Larson heading to the box. And one of the keys for the Sabres here on this road trip has been their power play. It's always a key whenever you play hockey games, but especially when you're on the road. And each of these last two wins here for Buffalo, they have been able to get at least one power play goal. And they're going to, if they want to win tonight, they got to do the same here. Santa? Is Santa still a thing in 2025, chat? Is Santa still a thing? I mean, you know, I haven't seen him yet. I've lived on this earth for 21 years, and I have yet to see Santa. Bro's elusive. I know there's only one of him for the whole world, but he's kind of elusive. All right, Sabres win the opening draw here. Tage on the near side wall. Finds a down low, plays hot potato now. He'll take the shot. I think that dinged off the post. Decord didn't even see it, but the Kraken defenseman does, and sends it down the ice. Sabres have the 13th best power play in the league. That's got to be a joke. Nice play by Thompson to find Benson to the outside. Benson trying to go cross ice. That's picked off and cleared once more by the Kraken. Buck and a half remaining here on this Sabres power play. No way. Don TNT will get the first goal on the power play. I hope you're right. But here's Norris now. Norris has been a huge part of why this power play does get going. Good play by Doan to keep possession here in the zone. Dahlin under some heavy pressure from the penalty killer. Now his pass is going to, deflect out of the zone. Great. Benson? Nope. Kraken are going to send it down the ice again. Seattle is looking to be very aggressive right now. They have the worst penalty kill in the NHL currently. They're trying to switch things up. The penalty kill hasn't gotten much better here in the month of December. Here's Quinn now off the face-off dot. Looks, slides, comes to a stop. Scans his options. He'll play it back to the point. Now gets a return pass. One-timer goes right into the chest of Decord. He makes the save, and he keeps play moving. I don't know why he didn't just cover it up. Here are the Sabres again. Quick shot! Deflects just wide of the near post. Now McLeod, his pass fortuitously bounces to Tuck behind the net. He'll find Quinn. Quinn looking far side. His shot gets deflected off a Seattle stick. Sabres, good keeping at the far side. They'll try to get it out in front. That, again, deflects off a stick. Looks like the Kraken have returned to even strength, but the Sabres, one more chance in front. Lupas just sitting in the crease. Tuck couldn't find it. And one more time, the Seattle Kraken clear it down the ice. So we stay scoreless here. Sabres with a couple of good opportunities with the man advantage, but nothing. Riker Evans now behind the net. He'll play it forward to Eberle, the 35-year-old vet. He'll just gingerly send it into the Sabres' end. Dahlin. He saw Malenstein. He's got speed. Malenstein across the blue line looking for a trailer. It's into the skates of Dahlin, or Matthias Samuelsson. Samuelsson pulls up in the corner, falls down again. That could have been another call, honestly. Refs are like, no, we're not going to give you that one. But the Dahlin, Delicious here with the puck on a stick. He'll flip it to the far side. Gets by one. Here's Peyton Krebs. Krebs trying to go far side. Puck just out of the reach of Josh Doan. It falls now to Thompson behind the net. Thompson looking for an outlet in front. He can't find anything. But look at that. Doan again lifting a stick. Couldn't force the turnover, though. Seattle just gets it out. But the Sabres finally showing some signs of life. Also, why is Krebs with Tage and Doan? This guy is an absolute anchor. And here's Kakko. Into the Sabres' corner now. Trying to cut through to the front, but just got edged out. Pause. Sabres are winning a few more battles. Look at this stretch pass, though. Rob, don't speak too soon. I will say the Sabres, that power play has lifted a bit of more life into them. Nice pass by Tuck. And here's a 2-on-1 potentially. Austin back to Tuck. Oh, what a goal! And Josh Norris is hurt again. He went careening into the boards. He is hurt. Josh Norris is made of glass. He is hurt again. He has only played 6 games this season, 3 the last with the Sabres, and he is hobbling again. He set up the goal here for Noah Ostlund, but the chief concern remains with the health of Josh Norris. It was a give and go between Ostlund and Norris. Norris gave it right back to Ostlund. He fired it into the wide open net for the Sabres' first goal of this game. And Norris goes crashing into the boards extremely hard. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean Tuck. Tuck set up the initial 2-on-1 here. But Norris crashed hard into the boards, came up very slowly here. Riker Evans got under the stick there, or the skate of Norris, tripped him. I don't know. Norris trying to stay healthy, 1 second challenge. I know. There's Noah Ostlund and Norris, but that's going to be Ostlund's 4th goal of the season. Assists are going to come from your $21 million man, Tuck, and Josh Norris. But the Sabres do get the first goal of this hockey game. That's been huge for them. When they fall behind on the road, it's not great. But Seattle looking to come back here. Montour nearly had the 2-on-1, but good work by Benson to break that play up. Here's Goudreau with the puck on his stick. He'll just send it wide of the goal, trying to send it back in front. There was some space there, but nobody in dark blue. Here's Montour washed by Jack Quinn. Now Malenstein following up. How did the Seattle out of that forecheck? Nifty passing by them. Greenway, being a log as always, can't get it into the zone. And now here comes the Kraken. They are way off sides. No? Wow. I guess the near side guy threw on the brakes. I didn't see that. Here's Samuelsson. He's got to get the puck off his stick. Beniers is bearing down on him. He eventually does. Put the Dono thing back on. I never turned it off. Good tape-to-tape pass from Dahlin to Thompson, but his shot gets deflected out of play. We want Kuntar. Kuntar, he kind of looked like a mini lunatic against the Vancouver Canucks. He had like 5 minutes of ice time. Got a few hits in. Proved to be a slight distraction there. He was good. Better than Greenway. Josh Dunn, also better than Greenway. Isak Rosean, better than Greenway. The fact that we continue to play Jordan Green... Actually, let's just go down the list. I'll tell you who we shouldn't be playing. Jordan Greenway. Peyton Krebs. Tage Thompson on the wing. He should be a center. Jacob Bryson exists for some reason. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys and girls. And I did see that the new stadium, there was a furnace that was on fire right? I believe that's what happened. But yep, folks, the Sabres are up 1-0 here. Noah Ostlund, I butchered that goal call. That's great. Jaden, if you want to use that for a short, please include this apology, okay? I was a bad guy. I accidentally said to Alex Tuch, I don't want his agents to use that clip to get him $22 million instead of 21. I apologize for my transgression. It was Noah Ostlund with his 4th of the season, not Alex Tuch. Oh boy. Donald. I just saw the 8 and I assumed it was Tuch. All right. Commercial break nearly done. Where is it? Bruh. Dan Dunleavy talking to us kids. We will talk about the Kevyn Adams thing during intermission. I have decided, folks. I have decided in all my power that we will talk about Kevyn Adams in the first intermission. There's plenty still to talk about with him. Sabres, just trying to get forward here. Guys, can we just get across the line? It's not that difficult, don't think. Down just over a minute here in this first period. Sabres tip it in. The cord behind his own net. Turns it over. Doan looking to get it in front. Couldn't. Defenseman took it right off his stick. And Byron, can he keep... Oh, yeah. No, he barely kept it in. Now the Kraken get it out. Here's Doan, though. And nice pass by Connor Timmins. All right. I remember a long time ago... Ooh. Dunn trying to play it forward. It goes off his skate and straight at the cord. He says, I have seen enough. I'm going to hold on to this one. Who was that? Vince Dunn was trying to do a little backhander right through the skates of Peyton Krebs. It's okay. Krebs was the forechecker. He wasn't going to score anyways. He had no problem. So there's the goal scorer. Proper information. Did we hear the tight end controversy? What tight end controversy? Is there... Is Dalton Kincaid not the guy? Is that the controversy? That Dawson Knox was actually a good extension by Brandon Beane? I don't know. I don't know what you were referring to in chat. Lindgren failed to clear Samuelson. He's just going to flip it into the corner, but it goes off a skate and out of play. Sabres and Bandits switch to Pepsi partnership with the Bills next after Kevyn Adams is fired. Elijah, are you telling me the order of stuff I should talk about for the intermission? Yeah, I'd like to know this. Elijah, would you like Kevyn Adams gone? What do you think? What do you think? Ostlund, the goal scorer, he'll throw it deep into the zone. Less than 30 to go here in this period. It's been a good final, I'd say, 10 minutes of this period for Buffalo. There's a shot. Tipped on by Norris in the high slot. Never got through to Decor, though. Sabres keep it in momentarily. Beniers in the corner now. Pestered by Alex Tuch. Less than 10 to go now. Still free here. Eventually, Beniers gets it loose. They get it to the far side, and they'll send it down the ice. It's going to be an icing call, but it won't be done in time before the period ends. So the first is over. Sabres up by 1, courtesy of Noah Ostlund, the rookie. And the first half of the period, no life, no energy for the Sabres team, but much like the Bills, they kicked it out. They kicked it into the next gear in the second half, and they were able to get a goal. And that very, very important 1-goal lead. Well, that's good, Elijah. That's very good. If the Sabres could get a big victory here tonight, we could end the Kevyn Adams era with a bang. And we could go into Thursday night, 500, with a chance to get over fake 500, beat the Flyers, gain more points in the wild card race, and have Jarmo Kekalainen as our GM. Oh, the scenes would be cinema. It'd be great. Can you imagine, right? The Sabres have won 3 in a row here, and instead of firing Kevyn, they extend him for another year. And I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but apparently Kevyn Adams, his contract actually doesn't run out until not the end of this season, but the end of the following season. So the end of the 26-27 year. Matthew Fairburn tweeted it. I don't know when that happened. The Sabres certainly never announced it. Maybe that's how cowardly Terry Pegula and Kevyn Adams are. They know the fans suck in their eyes, and they, didn't want the fans to boo, their paying customers to boo a lackluster employee who hasn't gotten results done. Yeah, Smooth Gaming. Are you going to be tailgating if the Sabres were to win tonight? It's a 7:30 night kickoff. Puck drop. Big game. Big game against the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll see. But yeah, I guess this is a good time. Better now than never to talk about Kevyn Adams. So, as I've mentioned, I don't know if you guys watched the podcast episode. Me and Kel discussed it for about 35 minutes, the status and the legacy and the whatnots of Kevyn Adams. And don't worry, I am coming up with another video that should... I still have to record it. I'm a little nervous to record it because, as you can tell, my hair is a little crazy and I don't have my haircut until Tuesday. But maybe I should just record it, get it done with tomorrow, edit it on Tuesday, hopefully get it out Wednesday or Thursday, maybe Friday, we'll see. Hopefully by the end of the week I can get that out. But yeah, we discussed what Kevyn Adams has done. And I just want to say this, and I will mention it in the essay too, the video essay. But Kevyn Adams, he's been a bad GM, don't get me wrong. But it's not like he's been 100% bad. And I guess that's sort of a cop-out because he has been on the job for 5.5 years, nearly 6 years. And it's almost impossible not to have at least one good move in that long of a time span. But in terms of drafting, he's far better than what Tim Murray and Jason Botterill ever were. In terms of some of his trades, I think of the Josh Doan trade, not the Peterka trade, the Josh Doan trade. I think of the Ryan McLeod trade. Those are good deals. So I don't know. There's been some good moves, but and this will be the overarching theme, I think, as I'm coming up. My script is almost finalized. I've been writing it now for a few days, but he got us to a certain level of mediocrity. The only problem with it is that beyond 2023, he never got us to that next step. He never got us up a notch to a legit playoff contender, to a Stanley Cup contender even. He never got us there. He got us to a decent baseline level of mediocrity. And you know what? If Kevyn Adams is truly gone, whoever the next GM is, whoever the next coach will be, whether it's Jarmo Kekalainen, I've been seeing some John Tortorella rumors online from Jeff Marek today. This team should not be blown up. This team we're not doing another rebuild, okay? You have to go in with the pieces you have because, believe it or not, there are enough pieces on this roster to get this team to the playoffs. They showed it 3 years ago. If you could get on one run here, given how bad the Atlantic is, how close and bunched up everything is, the Sabres could easily be a playoff team. So rebuilding, retooling it's not the way. Buy in with this current group. That's the way things need to go. He's frozen in fear once the season starts. Well, Smooth Gaming, it's not once the season starts. It's when drafting starts, free agency starts. He has been living in fear for the last 4 years, 3.5 years. And a large part of why he lives in fear and he is so tepid is because he realizes, like the rest of us, that the returns we got for Eichel, for Reinhart, for not Ristolainen, that was actually a good deal, but for at least Reinhart and Eichel, those returns were not good enough. They were not good enough. We should have, if we look at what Vancouver just got for Quinn Hughes, the Sabres could have at least gotten another good piece. 4 pieces for a franchise player. We only got 3. We only got 2, barely 2 for Sam Reinhart. So I don't know. I think Kevyn Adams has been scared of making that sort of mistake again. And unfortunately, it's led to him being forced into that same kind of move. Don Slippery Rock went 6-4 this year. Yeah, that's not good enough for us. Slippery Rock, we're used to higher standards, okay? We're used to higher standards. Don Terry Pagula, get Coach Ruff and Coach Tavares share Pepsi partnership with Coach McDermott. Well, Elijah, I can do my best to try to talk to Terry. I do have his number on my phone. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I do have his number on my phone, so I will work the lines and see what I can do, okay? I will see what I can do. And folks, you know what I'm going to say. If you don't, then you should have. Like and subscribe. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, look at that. A few more subs. We're up to 3282, 3.28. Folks, we're only 18 subscribers away from 3,300. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get 18 more. Can we find 18 poor souls on the internet to hit the big red button and subscribe to this channel? Can we find them? Will we find them? I need your help. We need your help. Okay? We need your help. Let's get it done. And Kale and Jaden, they've been putting out some fun-ass shorts, too. So if you don't like the videos and you don't really do streams, you can at least doom scroll on Buffalo Sports Center, okay? You can doom scroll. That's the sales pitch. You can doom scroll on Buffalo Sports Center, so do it. Do it now. Please? Please? Let us see. Let's see if I've missed anything in chat. Other than the Elijah $50 dono. 89% of you guys are picking the Sabres here. Very good. Folks, do we have a score prediction for... Or not a score prediction. Do we have a score update on the Monday night game? Or I'm going to have to look it up. Sawyer, you have mono? That's not good, man. It's not ideal. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Hope you get better. Hope you feel better. I've never had mono before. Is that the... Sorry, were you being a bad boy? Were you being a bad guy? That's gonna be taken out of context. I can't have that. Or maybe the flu. Hopefully it's just the flu. One of the two. Well, let's hope for the flu. At least he can get that through that quicker. Actually, I don't know. I don't know much about mono. I'm not an expert in that stuff. If you can't tell already. That's why I go into law school. Because then I can talk and explain and reason and maybe have to write here and there and maybe have to go to court here and there, but I don't know. Oh, so let's see. What is even the Cowboys and Vikings. 9. He's tied. 9 is tied. Let's go. Let's go. Unfortunately for the Bills, Denver were 1 today against Green Bay. That drastically reduces our number 1 odds. Our odds to get the number 1 seed. Don has W Riz. Ooh, not me. No, definitely not me. But Kale, I've heard Kale. Kale's got great Riz. Jaden has great Riz. Those two have great Riz. I don't. Yeah, but Sawyer, you have better Riz than me, alright? Don't throw that false label on me. I don't earn it. I haven't earned that. Okay, didn't have not. What is that emoji? Oh, that's an investigator emoji. Elijah, you really think the Sabres can score 14 goals? Really? That's a tough bar. And what if they don't? Elijah, say they score 13. Are you gonna be mad? Are you gonna be very, very angry at them? Who do I think is gonna win the Natty? Ohio State. And yes, I know they just lost to Indiana. I understand that, but I'm going to ride with Ohio, OSU. They were a botched short-range field goal away from tying that game and forcing their defense, forcing Mendoza to go down the field against that crazy good defense. Their defense is phenomenal. I don't know, and I think Julian Slayton can do enough. He's fine. He's okay. So yeah, OSU is going to be my pick. I know it's not very unique. Should I say should I say IU? IU. Should I say IU? No way. No, you don't think Sabres are going to score 14? Me neither. That'd be pretty spectacular. I wonder what is the record for most goals scored by one team in an NHL game. Let's see here. 16. Wow. 1920, the Montreal Canadiens beat the Quebec Bulldogs 16-3. Wow. 16 goals. I think the Sabres, we have scored at most 11, maybe 10. Indiana is my team, but they aren't the most talented. I agree. Kurt Signetti, he's a great coach. That's a fair pick. I mean, honestly, I think if there's a sleeper pick of mine, it'd be Texas A&M. The Aggies are nasty, guys. Texas A&M they are nasty. Sleeper pick. I don't know how sleeper that is. I know they're the 3 seed, but everyone's on the IU train right now, so. No way. Do we really have 10 minutes left in the intermission? No, we have 2 minutes. The NHL app playing tricks on me. Almost knocked over my my light setup. So I'm a little brighter. Can you guys not tell? I'm a little brighter today. Because I have my lights positioned up a bit higher. Still not enough. Oh wow, Marty and Brian are at the Seattle Arena. Usually they do these things remote. These intermission reports remote. That's strange. They're trying to get everyone away so that they can slice and dice Kevyn Adams in the middle of the night. Is that what we're doing? Oh, they're talking Bills right now. Oh, they're talking about Marshawn Lynch and whatnot. Let's see, how many subs are we up to now? I swear to God, if the number is the same. Oh, we gained one more. We're 17 away. 17 away from 3.3. We're getting there. All right, we should be returning to the second period here real soon. As a reminder, this was the goal, the Sabres' only goal thus far. No, internet, stop. Don James Madison Dukes win national championship? No way. No way JMU wins. No way. Happy birthday to your mom, Elisha. Tell your mom I said happy birthday. The guys are on the intermission report are talking about getting on an airplane and going home. Is Kevyn going with them? Are they going to leave him in Seattle? But yeah, this has been a really, really long road trip for the Sabres. I hope they don't peter out here. We'll see. All right. They are still jabbering on the call. All right. We have returned. Everyone's back on the ice. About to get ready here, folks. So finally, this brutal intermission is done. Alrighty, folks. Let's see if the Sabres can build off of what they just did in that first. No Oslo, maybe a multi-goal game in the cards. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. Happy Hanukkah. Yes, happy Hanukkah. And of course, my condolences to what happened in Australia and at Brown University last night or 2 nights ago. IU's coach took what he started at JMU and developed it into a Big Ten championship. Yes, Sean. Signetti did it with a frown and his arms crossed and a big scowl on his face. He won everything, almost everything, and he was looking painfully unhappy doing so. And I gotta say that Mendoza Heisman speech was pretty emotional. That guy is gonna get drafted #1 in a. And you know what? Even if he went to the Jets, I'd be rooting for Fernando Mendoza. Gabby Oates, long time no see, sir. It's been a long time. So we are underway here, folks, in the second period. Sabres in their own end. They all played off the walls. Josh Doan, he's been an excellent addition, as you all know, for the Sabres this year. Trying to get it forward now. Sabres maybe have numbers going in. Oh, finding to the far side. Oh, Krebs looking far side. Of course, he missed the net. Can you tell he scored 0 goals this year? He plays it back to the point. Dalina, one-timer off the boards. Doan with the rebound. They all send it wide. And now the Kraken can get it out of the zone. 45 seconds in, and the Sabres, 3 excellent opportunities. All off the rush. Or 1 was off the rush. But the Sabres just got to hit the net. 3 great chances, and none of them hit the net. I know, he broke, and it was a nice show of emotion. Bro knew where he came from. He remembered his roots. He remembered his day ones. Here's Jack Quinn out to the point. Sabres defenseman took a spill. It was Byram. Still able to get it across. Sabres get it in deep. Beniers stripped of the puck, but gets it back again. Kraken can come forward here on the rush. Beniers walking into the middle of the zone. That high shot, I think it caught a piece of line right off his helmet. That was a quick shot by Matty Beniers. Lion looking nonchalant in net. The Lion doesn't concern himself with crappy shots. Let's see a replay of this. Oh yeah. Beniers is shot right off the side of Lions' helmet. So another face-off here, about a minute and a half into the period. Sabres have 3 good opportunities to get out 2-0, but could not hit the net on any of them. So, Old habits never die. Yep, here's Tuck. Can't control it as he was about to enter the zone. I think he almost stepped on the puck. Power and Bryson, they're the pairing here. Bryson throws it into the Kraken corner. Josh Norris, nice to see him not be completely broken yet. Nyman for Seattle, can't do much with it on the far boards. Norris eventually finds it. He'll whip it around to Dahlin. He's got a backhander, so he's got to throw it down low. Get it in deep. Sabres trying to work on the forechecker. On the forecheck here, Montour, he'll just throw it up the far boards. Goes right to Dahlin. He catches it, finds Bryson. His shot patted away by DeCord. Kraken can clear now. Sabres above center. They'll throw it back into the zone again. Kraken just not able to get forward here so far in this second. Nice stretch pass, Dahlin. Forward to Malenstein. Around to Greenway. He sends it to the point, but in typical Jordan Greenway fashion, it goes between the two defensemen and down the ice. Now Dahlin. He'll just flip it out to the center ice logo. It actually takes a nice bounce from Malenstein, but Malenstein could not get by the ref. It goes off his skate, and now the Seattle Kraken can chip it in. Here's Cartier. Dumping it into the zone. Can't impose a forecheck here, but the Sabres turn it over at center ice. Elijah, very nice of you to say. Merry Christmas, everyone. Here's a pair of Kraken. Ty Cartier, along with Ben Myers and another guy, the rookie, whose name I still don't get. Ooh, he centered that one. It was a decent chance for the rookie, and he couldn't get a stick on it. Now the Sabres, at the end of a shift, they'll just chip it into the Kraken zone again and go off for some line changes. Calgary native starts the line rush here. Stevenson to the outside with some speed. He'll center this one. Misses all his teammates, and now the Sabres can come back the other way. Tage finds Byram off the boards and drops it back for Tage. He sends a shot to the net. If only someone was there with a stick down, that'd be great. But now look out here. Stevenson trying to get around Byram. That's good play by Byram. If he didn't make that play, it'd be a 3-on-1. There's a quick shot. Doan, breakaway here, potentially. Trying to lean into that one was Peyton Krebs, but he just lost all of his speed because he can't skate and he can't shoot and he can't pass at the NHL level. Oh my God, Power, his stick exploded. Oh, Krebs trying to go one more time across the ice to Doan. Power's trying to get a stick. He still doesn't. He skated right by the bench. Why doesn't he have a stick? Now he receives one. There's a quick shot. The fuck's out of play. Power could not handle the handoff at the bench. They were trying to hand him a new stick, and he's got a smile going back. But I guess Power had to get back into position. That was his biggest concern. But yeah, Doan had slid it across the Power, and his stick just exploded as he went for the one-timer in typical Owen Power fashion. UB Bulls, yes sir. So we have a face-off in the Sabres zone. The Sabres lose it. Goes right to the point. Ooh, deflected. I think caught line up high and wide. Here's Dahlin now up the center. Finds Benson. He'll just slide it down below the goal line into the near corner. Neiman can't keep possession for Seattle there. McLeod just trying to protect the puck here. Eventually cedes possession to Brandon Montour, another former Sabre, who also won the Cup in Florida, because of course he did. Here's McLeod now. Lindgren partially stole the puck away from him. Now he fully steals it. Gets it along the boards. Finally out. Looking for a teammate. Good stick there by Tolvanen. Tolvanen going far side. Oh! Couple of great saves by Lyon. Came way out to challenge the trailing defenseman there. And these are two really nice saves by Alex Lyon. Maybe he's finally reimposing himself as the #1 keeper. But Tolvanen, he saw the trailer pass. It opened up right for Riker Evans, and Evans had 2 cracks at it. Could not get either one by Lyon. Line was, unlike Luukkonen, he was controlled, but outside his net crease. Luukkonen is uncontrolled, always outside his crease. Another face-off won here by the Kraken. They can't get that shot through, and it pins off a leg and out of the zone. Here's Evans pulling up away from Ostlund. Ostlund gives him a cheeky little slash there. Kraken get to center here, but Sabres spin away from them, and they can go forward. Byram gains the line, gets it to Tuck, shrugged a guy off of him. Couldn't get a shot off, though. And the Kraken again clear the zone. Sabres are always the most dangerous when they have a ton of speed through the neutral zone. Didn't get that there. Byram just slows the play down and kills the whole entire opportunity. But look at that. Turnover here by Tuck. Tuck lays it off for Thompson. Pass was in his skates. Couldn't get a shot off. Eventually, Seattle goes forward. Rob Ray commenting how the puck is a disease and no one wants to go near it. Razor never change. Here's Tage through center. Gets it to Doan. See, Tage and Doan have been good. Unfortunately, Krebs is an anchor. Have I mentioned that already? I think I'd have. But watch out. Maybe some numbers. Kakko trying to just float a pass towards Larson. He was streaking down the middle of the ice, up the high slot. He couldn't handle it, though. Krebs now. Going near side. Tage. He'll just flip it into the Kraken zone. Vince Dunn skates away. Go outside. That's Chandler Stevenson, the former Knight. Gets checked by Kozak. He'll slide it down low to Dunn. Dunn behind the net. All the way around now to Kakko. Yeah, I gotta say, 84 on a forward is pretty ugly. 84 is just an ugly number. Just certain ugly numbers. Seattle are changing currently. Lindgren eventually will just take the shot and deflects up and out of play. So with 12:22 remaining here in the second period, the Sabres maintain their 1-goal lead as MSG goes to a commercial break. So subscribe. And I'm glad to see so many people. I was expecting this to be kind of a rough viewer-wise stream, but I'm happy with you 11 folks, you lot currently in chat. I was fearing that 2 streams in one day would be too much and that you guys would be burned out. Maybe that would have been the case had the Bills lost and stuff, but I'm happy to see everyone here with me on the Sunday evening, partaking in some Sabres hockey. No, I think the worst part of the finals was that I wasn't able to be with you guys, okay? That or the stress. The constant dread and stress that hung over me for about a month. Tim Murray was a better GM than people give him credit for. He didn't build out a good depth. The Sabres were an old win now roster that couldn't mesh. His biggest mistake, Tim Murray, was bringing in just bad example veterans. I'm thinking of guys like Evander Kane. Why the hell was Evander Kane trying to be the mentor to Eichel and Reinhart? That was a mistake. I'd also say Matt Molson, keeping him around for as long as we did, but that was not great. I was okay with Brian Giunta remaining on the team. Heart and soul sort of filled that Kyle Poso role before Poso was that old and ancient and decrepit. And I think a lot of it would have changed had Kyle Poso not suffered that horrendous concussion that landed him in the ICU that could have killed him. Really? Could have killed him. Because he was a good player before that. He had like 20 goals in 60-something games. He was proven to be a decent top 6 contributor, and he never really got back to that level. Oh, Connor Timmins just delayed the game. He's going to get called for a penalty. Connor Timmins, you with the puck is just a nasty combo. Just a disgusting, nasty combo. So the Sabres will be going to the penalty kill. Like, change a couple of the moves and replace them with a couple of different guys, and we would have been a good team. Yeah, but the problem is, coulda, shoulda, woulda, and we never did that. Why is Connor Timmins? I mean, he had a great start to the year in a top 4 role, but bro is that? I mean, that's like a very silly play. He should know better than doing that. He's a vet. He's been around the block. So Sabres going to a penalty kill here for 2 minutes. There's a puck off a skate, goes out to center ice. Seattle just trying to establish things in their own zone. Jordan Eberle on the puck now. And the Sabres, there's one good thing about this year. Their penalty kill is second in the NHL. Surprisingly. Tolvanen to Dunn at the point. Back outside to Tolvanen. Up top, Dunn. Doesn't take the shot. Will go down low. Now Eberle in front. A few whacks at it. But line comes up big and strong. Eberle was established all alone in front. Nobody checking and challenging him there. But Lyon had everything sealed. But yeah, look at Power. Good for you, buddy. You came in and kind of hooked him. That's progress, right? Kind of progress. No, okay. Eberle has 2 goals on the power play this year. So another face-off. 1 back to the point by the Kraken. Here's Tolvanen. Out wide to Stevenson, trying to go cross-ice, but his pass deflects off a Sabres skate and out of play. Amalie Center, the new name for the Buffalo Sabres for the 2036-37 season. No, Sawyer. No. Dead meme. No. We are ridding ourselves. I can't even say those 2 numbers back-to-back anymore without smirking. That's how rotted our brains are. This society. We are just totally destroyed. American civilization is destroyed. Why? Because the Chinese implanted 6-7 into our culture. How dare we let this happen? Gosh. So face off in the Buffalo zone here. Sabres win the face off and they will clear it all the way down the ice. And I hope you guys know I am joking about that. No, I always got to be careful. I'm looking for a new job. So I can't be seen as too crazy, okay? Eberle now to center ice. Can't get across the blue line. Sabres stacked the line real nicely there. So they'll clear it about 3/4 down the ice. Here's Dunn with the entry, trying to go into the zone. But again, his pass out stick of Samuelsson and into the Kraken bench. The great meme reset of 2026 is going to go so hard. Yes. Does YouTube still do the YouTube rewinds? Is that a thing? And is it, if it does exist, is it trash? Hey, Elijah, do you want to get banned? Say 6-7 enough and you will get banned, buddy, all right? I am not tolerating any of that brain rot crap in my chat. This is a safe space away from brain rot, okay? Why? Because my brain will get more rotted than it already is. This is about me, okay? This is a safe space for me, not for you. Not for you, me. Kraken thought they had it off the faceoff, but Tuck was very smart there. Took it all the way. Ooh, a Kraken player just collided and crashed into his own net. Back the other way come the Kraken. Goudreau. His shot grazed the near side post. Kakko leaves it at the line for Montour. Second power play unit out here for the Kraken. Puck carried down to the corner. Now up top, Montour. His shot purposely off the end boards, looking for that bounce. Didn't quite get it. Now Montour will just fire it. Again, it goes wide. There's a battle here behind the net. They'll fish it out in front. Sabres get to it, but they cannot clear. McLeod unable to clear. 2 seconds left. Power play over, but pressure remains alive. Sabres just tired on the ice. McLeod can't get it out. Timmins back on the ice. Sabres back to full strength here. Here's Montour, fakes the one-timer. Now he'll shoot it off the leg of Timmins. That's been a huge reason why the penalty kill's been so good this year. Blocked shots. Ooh, turnover? Turnover, right in front. Tage scores! That happened really quickly there for the Sabres. The camera had panned away, but the puck careened off a Sabres skate, and there was a 2-on-0 all alone in front. Tage buries it, and the Everybody else was up the ice. It was just a totally broken play. Can I get another replay? It was Krebs and Thompson in all alone. And Thompson's going to bury it for his 16th goal of the year. Just errant passing. I almost thought that Decor was able to get across and make that save. But Tage has enough pace on the shot. Slides underneath the pad of Joey Decor, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. So Tuck initially put the pressure on the defenseman. Just a weird, goofy play. Cameraman was bamboozled. So were we. But it doesn't matter. It's a 2-0 lead here for Buffalo in Seattle. But don't want to give up a goal here. Good chance in front of the net for Kakko. Sabres able to get away from it. Now Tage, nice dipsy doodle out of the zone. Doesn't get much farther though. Kakko will just spin it into the far corner. So the Kraken dump it down. So that goal was Tage, assisted by Krebs and Tuck. $23 million man gets another point. Buffalo back in on the attack. That pass missed the stick of Krebs. Doe now behind the net. Trying to center that one. It takes a deflection off a Kraken sticking out to the center ice line now. Are we back? I will get you that goal information here momentarily, but watch out. Sabres curling at the top of the zone. McLeod down the boards. Gets the one-timer. Quinn. He was looking far post, maybe for a deflection. Missed everything. Goes out of the zone. Here's Timmins now trying to spin it forward. Can't get it very far, and here comes the Kraken. Toe drag shot. Saved by line. Rebound. Sitting in the crease. Nobody for the Kraken can get stick on that. The initial shot was from Ben Myers. Now the Sabres flip it high into the Kraken zone. How does the Sabres keep it in? No, not anymore. No, we're not saying that P word yet. No playoffs. No, we're not saying that. Guys, come on now. You know better. Sabres and playoffs are like oil and water. J-Mo Alexiak finds it forward. Eberle, and you can just feel, if you're listening to it like I am, all the energy drained from Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. Seattle haven't had many good opportunities since the first 10 minutes of this hockey game. No, I did not. And we just committed another penalty. Dahlin, I think they're going to call him for a cross-check. Yeah. That's not a great call. So Dahlin will be going back to the penalty box here. So Seattle will be going to the power play after this commercial break. But not yet. We're not doing that just yet. Let me get the goal stuff. So Tuck's got a multi-point game, folks. $23 million man. Back at it. But yes, the Sabres did commit another penalty. Why does Dahlin keep doing this? He's taken so many penalty minutes this season. Can't be putting your team in these sorts of situations. Gabby, are we going to go on a St. Louis-esque run? If Kevyn Adams gets fired tomorrow, I could see it's like the devil being exorcised from your organization. Now, of course, I don't actually think Kevyn Adams is the devil, but for this fan base, the sentiment is that, yes, he is the devil incarnate. Don, has you trying peanut butter and jelly pizza? No. No, I have not. No. Furthest I go is anchovy. I don't do peanut butter and jelly. That seems like a bridge too far. So yes, there is the goal information. Hope you guys like it. Hope you love it. It's gone now. Never to be seen again. Jordan Bennington, a.k.a. Devin Levi. No. Gabby. Jordan Bennington, a.k.a. Alex Lyon. That's real. All right. So there's the power play button. We're about to return from commercial break. Hello, everybody. We have returned from a commercial break. So the Sabres, courtesy of Rasmus Dahlin, are gonna have to kill another one off. 1-for-1 on the kill tonight. But definitely don't want to keep doing this on the road, especially after you just got in a fluky ass goal. Oh, and Chandler Stevenson immediately scores. Off the near post and in. Lyon was screened in front. And I don't think it went off Eberle. We'll see here on the replay, but the Kraken immediately get right back into this hockey game. It goes off the post, off the ass of Lyon, and into the net. Bounced right off the backside of Lyon. So he took the shot. Lyon scrambled over. Goes off the back of him and into the net. Yep, that's why you don't take dumb penalties, folks. That's why you don't do that. So Chandler Stevenson's going to get his 6th goal of the season for the Kraken. Dunn and Beniers with the assists on that power play goal. But the Sabres have been in control of this game for the most part, and that's just undisciplined acts like what Dahlin just did. Well, that's partly why bad teams remain bad. Why they never can take that next step, because they're undisciplined, they take untimely penalties. Here's Beniers taking off the puck there. Sabres operating in the Seattle zone. Greenway with a slapper. Goes well wide and bounces out of the zone. Buoy. Sabres have a 4-9-2 road record. That's awful. Sabres again. Here in the zone. Dahlin. One-timer. Was a slow flutterer. Almost caught Decord off guard. They'll bring it back up top. Dahlin. In the middle of the high zone. He'll flip it to the far boards. Tage casually strides over there. He'll find a pass right in the middle of the zone. Down with a quick shot. Great initial save by Decord. The Sabres trying to get to this rebound. They can't. But Krebs taken out of the play. That's going to be an interference call. He has a few words with the defenseman after that. But right after the Kraken get a power play goal, the Sabres are going straight back to the man advantage. Talk about untimely penalties. Riker Evans, I'm not sure why he felt the need to throw Krebs down and take that interference call. Krebs and him were battling for the same puck. Evans leans through, up and through the chest of Krebs. He goes down in a heap of disastrous flames. And the Sabres, for the second time tonight, will be going back to the power play. Don Tristan Jarry to the Sabres. No, Tristan Jarry was traded to the Edmonton Oilers a few nights ago, right before Quinn Hughes got sent to Minnesota. All right. So Sabres win the opening faceoff here. They hold. It's Tage with the puck. Forces it back to the point. Dahlin back to Tage. Tage looks, sees a lane to the net. He'll just send it there. But no juicy rebounds given up by Decord. He'll hold on. Decord looked behind him just for a second to make sure he didn't lose control of it. All right, Sabres, another faceoff win. Wow. Here's Tage. Gets away from one. He's still at the faceoff dot. He'll slide it back low, gets it right back again. Tage looking to go cross ice with that pass. Almost deflected out of play into the crowd. It doesn't, but the Sabres maintain possession here. They keep it at the line. Dahlin, he's going to walk forward. Benson with a quick shot off the end board, sits in front. Seattle is able to get to that puck first and get out of play. Benson, you were all alone walking down the high slot. How could you not put that on net? Sabres, good zone entry here. Benson at the goal line. Tage looking to find him. Benson trying to slip it back to Thompson, but it goes underneath the stick and maybe a shorthanded opportunity for Seattle. Yeah, Dahlin able to get to that one, though, to kill that opportunity. But here's Tage again. Thompson drops it back. Tage across. One-timer from Norris. Blocked before it could get through to Decord. Here's Dahlin. Fumbled it at the line. It still sits in front. Tage now has it roll off his stick. He'll play it to the near corner. Seattle can't clear. They take down Norris. No call. Sabres find a way to get in to the far side. 20 seconds left on this power play. Thompson, far side. Back to Dahlin. One-timer saved by Decord. Rebound finds Norris. He got stopped again by Decord. Now 10 seconds. Sabres piling on the pressure here. To the goal line. Looking to go across the crease. They don't have a lane. Just send it through there. Power play is over. Kraken. They have a guy in all alone. Ooh. Riker Evans couldn't get it there. And now there's going to be a hook and call, I think, against Buffalo. Unbelievable. Josh Jones going to go to the box for a hook. Yep. Undisciplined. Undisciplined. Right as Montour's looking to clear, I guess that's a hold. He took the shot. Got a stick into the midsection. That's a tough call. Doan's asking for an explanation from the ref. But we are going to a commercial break, folks. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. 17 subscribers away from 3,300, folks. So let's get it there. Did we see Patty Mahomes is done? It's crazy. Why can't the Sabres just stay out of the penalty box? Not be dumb? Is Pete Carroll, folks, going to be one and done with the Raiders? I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now. All right. We return from commercial break here. Seattle are going to get their second power play opportunity of this period. The Sabres have had a 2-0 lead in relative control of the game, but they've almost given it away here with a couple of cheap penalties. We'll see. But the Sabres get the puck away in front. They'll send it down the ice, but here comes the Kraken right back at it. Crossing that blue line, Tuck trying to swipe it away from Dunn. He dances around him, dances around another, gets it to the front of the net before eventually McLeod takes it off a stick of a Seattle player, and he'll send it down the ice. PK's being very aggressive right now, folks. Here's Dunn. Touches it on to Beniers. Beniers sends it across. Now he has it at the blue line. Rolls over stick. Nearly lost it and fell outside the blue line, but he didn't do that. Dunn to the far circle. No shot. Now back to Dunn at the point. Doesn't have a lane. He'll go back to the far side to Stevenson. He's got the lone Seattle goal of this game. Dunn now. One-timer from Stevenson. Bounces off the glass. Could have gone in off the back of line again, but it didn't. And the Sabres glove it down. And they'll send it down the ice. 45 seconds remaining here in this Seattle power play. Here comes Seattle again, crossing the blue line. Kakko in on the near side with speed. Oh, come on. ESPN. Kakko finds, trying to go far side, but Kakko had his pass taken away by Byram, and it's sent down the ice once more. 2.5 to go here in the second period. 20 seconds remaining on the Seattle power play. Let's see if the penalty come up clutch once more. They can. They'll get another clear, and it's a 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Benson with Krebs. Benson, he's going to take the shot. Looking 5-hole, I believe, on Decord. And watch out now because the Kraken got numbers. Turning with it is Nyman. Nyman, far side! Oh, it just deflected wide of the near post. I think the line got a piece of it. Montour will keep it in at the blue line. Slides it across to Lindgren. Dances by Benson. Will go around the boards. Looking far side for Montour. He's able to pinch and keep it in momentarily. It's behind the net now. Samuelson partially had a stick held by Kakko. No call. But eventually the Sabres will send it off the glass and out. So they survive. Sabres survive. Big kill. Tage, a little too casual on the puck there. Seattle trying to go the other way. There's a guy high stepping one. Nearly tripped and fell. Power putting Dahlin under serious amounts of pressure behind his own net. Eventually forces a turnover here. The rookie from the Kraken, number 63. His name proves to be elusive. Oh, come on, Sabres, get it out. Tage, you're having a brutal shift here, buddy. Minute to go. The Sabres are just very lackadaisical right now. Seattle still on the puck. It's Myers sending it to the net. Lyon will glove it down and say enough is enough. Sabres just a really tough shift. Thompson couldn't get it out. Krebs couldn't get it out. Just maybe they were tired. I don't know. But looking back, there was this Benson shorthanded opportunity. That shot was a low, pretty routine save in the end for Decord. .8 seconds remaining here in this second period. Sabres still up by a goal. Kraken win the faceoff. High shot. Lyon didn't track the rebound. He was still feeling that stinger. Ostlund is able to get it forward here, and now the Sabres can come into the Kraken end. Here's Byram up the far boards trying to find Tuck in the center. Can't get it to him. Eventually, they force it out. Trifecta, Bills win, Chiefs lost, elimination, Sabres win, complete. That would be great. That would be great. Now, my soccer team, Newcastle, lost the biggest derby of the season today. So it's not all positives, but for Buffalo Sports, if this result holds, this could be great. It would have been even more better if Denver had lost to Green Bay so that we could get that 1 seed, but let's not get too greedy, I guess. 3 seconds left. Puck remains on the boards in the Kraken zone, and that is going to do it for this second period. 2 periods in the books here for the Kraken and Sabres. Buffalo keeps the lead, but it's only 2-1. They're up 2-0 at one point, but the Sabres committed a rash of pretty undisciplined penalties, and it eventually led to a power play goal courtesy of Chandler Stevenson for the Seattle Kraken. So that's not great. But for the Sabres, mindset's pretty simple going into this third period. You win a period, you win the game. Win the period, win the game. I don't want to see more bull crap like the final few minutes in Edmonton or the final few minutes in Vancouver. None of that. No. This is supposed to be a nice, chill, relaxing Sunday night. I already lost 5 years earlier to lose anymore. I don't want to lose anymore. But, gotta say, I'm a little tired. Hey, we gained another sub. 16 away. 16 away from 3,300. Let's keep chipping away at that figure. Patrick Mahomes. Yes. Yes, and While he won't be out the entirety of next year, he should be out for a good chunk, and his mobility is going to be significantly decreased. Now, Patrick Mahomes throwing the football is still fantastic, but this season could not have gone any worse for the Chiefs than it did. 6-8, out of the playoffs by mid-December, and your franchise quarterback goes down with a torn ACL, and he's 31. So who knows if he is even the same quarterback post this torn ACL. For the love of the game, I hope, I have a wry smile looking at that situation. Chiefs did not protect Mahomes. I just hope nothing like that ever happens to Josh Allen. He did get up a little gingerly from a hit. He slid down short of the first down marker. Colton Ellis, I think, not Colton Ellis, Colton, the linebacker for the Patriots named Ellis. He tackled Allen when he was still on the ground, and Allen came up a little gingerly, and we couldn't tell really what it was. It was an ankle. Pretty sure it was an ankle injury or something. Just got rolled up. But hopefully Allen's okay. That's my point. Hopefully Allen's okay. Oh, and does anyone have any updates on the Buffalo soccer team that's supposed to be doing stuff? Travis Kelce retired from. Yeah, based off his last few performances, it's kind of clear that he has. Don, peanut butter and jelly chicken wings. Nah. Nah, dog. Nah. Bad hombre. Bad idea. Oh, God. My eyes. I don't think I got... yeah, I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. So, yeah. There's that. I guess I'm a little tired. Donnie, a little tired. Let's see. Any other games? No. Cool. Please, Buffalo, just hang on and win. Do you think we should give Kevyn Adams an 8-year extension should the Sabres win tonight? I don't know. But the Sabres are looking for their first 3-game winning streak of the season. How fitting would it be to end the Kevyn Adams era? Very disappointing, mediocre, stagnant era for the franchise with 3 straight victories. That'd be great. It's like they almost know that he's gone. Almost gone. And yeah, if the Sabres can win tonight, only 5 points out of the playoff spot, and they got a game at hand versus the Devils. Won't to bed now because I'm sick. No, Sawyer, we're gonna miss you. Feel better though, bud. Hope you feel better. But no, Sawyer's gone. Damn, the Metro is loaded. Looks like 99 points is going to be the point pace to beat and get into the playoffs for the East. So the Sabres just got against that top 3 of the Atlantic. Fortunately, should they win tonight, they'd be 6 points out. Currently, as things currently stand, we are 8 points back of the Boston Bruins. Who let the Bruins be good again? Who let this happen? Their team on paper sucks. Golly. I thought that the Canadiens were world beaters. What happened to those guys? Look at Detroit. Look at little Detroit getting in there. And Ottawa doesn't look to be very good this year. Sucks to suck, I guess. They're only 1 point ahead of us. One playoffs season, and that was it for them. See how Dylan Cousins is doing. Old friend Dylan Cousins. 24 points in 31 games. How many of that is coming up on the power play? 15 of his 24 points have come on the power play. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, bro's still trash. 5-on-5. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this time and take a piss break and also regain some energy. Stay ready to go for that third period. Let's go, folks. Oh, gotta do the thing. Like and subscribe. Do it. You know, I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I gotta say, I desperately need a haircut. It's getting bad. Look at that. Look at all that. Very long. Ugh. Let's see how the NFL's doing. Yada, 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 yada. Keeping my voice. I'm listening to one of my old calls. See if it was good. See how surprised I was. What the hell? What the hell? Did it just skip forward? No, just... Oh, that's nice. That was nice. All right. Sorry about that. I'm low energy here for this intermission. Gotta conserve it. I have to conserve it. Don Buffalo Jills should come back. Oh yeah, I remember those. I feel bad for them though. They'd have to like stand out there in the dead cold, and that's tough. Boom. Ah, okay. Kentuckiana. Did y'all know that? Louisville, here in Louisville, we refer to the area as Kentuckiana. Well, that's a thing. Thank you, Elijah. Wisconsin man identified as person of interest in the Brown University shooting. Jeez. Hmm. I'm just reading the news right now. Chile elected a new president. It's very Trumpian, apparently. Donna will be 32 years old on December 10th. Yes, you told us. You did tell us, but, you know, happy belated birthday, brother. Oh. No, ESPN, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay. Tomorrow I gotta read my book. I joined a book club, apparently, for some reason. And I have to read a book about... Oh, gosh. I could probably get to page 100 by the end of this week if I really work at it. Develop about an hour each day, maybe an hour and a half. Book is Crime and Punishment, if you guys were wondering. Probably not. I got an ad for 4 minutes and 15 seconds? The hell? Oh, is my intermission clock too soon again? Let's see here. No, it's got... Actually, I'm behind it by about 50 seconds. Don Pepsi Banana. Very interesting. Actually, that sounds like it could be a good flavor combo, Elijah. Usually I squirm and cringe at some of the, like, peanut butter chicken wings. Peanut butter and jelly chicken wings, but Pepsi Banana, I could get behind that. Does it actually exist? Chat, does it exist? Elijah? Anyone? Anyone in the void? Out there somewhere? What? Does anyone have any updates for the Sunday night football game? The Vikings, Cowboys, Cowgirls? are the teams doing? We want 9 to succeed. I remember when Josh Allen was derided as a bust and a ass quarterback. But we gave him the time to work it out and to succeed here in this beautiful city called Louisville, Kentucky. No, I'm kidding. Buffalo. Is ESPN actually going to make me go through 2.5 minutes of ads? No way. There we go. Now they throw us back. Since we're about to get started here, the third period. All right. So the third period about to get underway, folks. Sabres clinging on to a 2-1 lead, but they're going to need to do more if they want to get 2 points from this hockey game. All right. We're just looking at a replay of that Tage Thompson goal. And now Chandler Stevenson is 6th of the season. Just took a weird bounce off the post, off the backside of the line, and into the net. Done. Minnesota Vikings and Cowboys are tied 17. You know, it kills me. Minnesota could be a legit contender this year had their quarterback play not been so trash. Alas. Oh, who ended up winning the Phillip Rivers game? The return, the revenge, not revenge game, but the return of Phillip Rivers. Colts or Seahawks? Last time I looked, the Colts had kicked a go-ahead field goal with about a minute or so left in the fourth quarter. So, did Phillip Rivers actually win? Are the Colts back? Did the Sabres actually have to worry about the wildcard race? All right. But anyways, both teams are on the ice. Colts won. Wow. Phillip Rivers, man, 45 years old, 5 years out. Crazy. Here we go. Sabres, Tage leaning into this faceoff at center. Krebs and Doan flanking him on both sides. Krebs immediately turns the puck over. Par for the course. There's a shot deflected by the Kraken. Goes up and out of play. Kraken, Colts won. Vikings should have kept Sam Darnold. Yeah, apparently Sam just didn't want that competition behind him. He knew in Seattle he'd be insured all season to have the number 1 spot in the quarterback room. Colts didn't win? All right, now I'm getting divergent statements in chat. Seahawks win on field goal with 18 seconds left. Dang. So Krebs, Doan, Thompson still out there. They'll chip it into the Seattle zone. DeCord tries to go up the far side. Tage gets there first. Tage still with the puck behind the net. Oh, he plays it forward. Doan! How did he not score? He almost knocked that down right on the line. I'm surprised he couldn't. Should be 3-1. They almost connected. That reminded me of old Reinhard Eichel. Now Tage in front. Now he was behind the net, trying to throw it out in front from Dahlin, but like Dahlin, we both stuttered there. And he has to play it off to another teammate. Samuelson leaves it for Thompson. Curls up to the middle of the ice. Thompson with a shot. Good save by DeCord. Ooh. Benson gets knocked down to the ice by Stevenson. And now the Kraken can finally get some changes. Soft bank off the glass. Oh, so Seattle did win. And it looks like Seattle's now offsides. How did Doan not score this? Tage behind the net against the grain, and Doan had a wide open net. Just put it on net. He hit it off the post. Oh my god. Oh, he hit it twice. Yeah, Doan should be scoring that. Oh my goodness. How did he not do that? All right. Sabres, McLeod chasing in after it. Plays it near side. Benson, far corner to McLeod. McLeod back down low to Benson. Benson Runs out of room, tries to spin away from pressure, just gets it by and pokes it away from Lindgren. Now up to the point. Here's Byram walking to the middle of the ice to McLeod. Back to Byram. Byram up the far side. Trying to go near side. Taken away, though, by the Kraken, but the Sabres steal it right back. Here's Benson now. Into the corner. Gets rubbed out by Lindgren. Trying to find McLeod. He fails to shovel it forward to a teammate. And now the Kraken can again just get it out. But the Sabres on the front foot here to start this third period. Sign. Byram now. Across to his defensive teammate, Power. OP. He'll just chip it by Ostlund. He couldn't get a stick on it. But Power gets right back again, looking up the far side. Josh Norris gets pushed off to the wall there by Evans. Riker Evans. Now the puck goes round for Power. Power slides it down low below the goal line. Ostlund plays it to the point. Tuck, one-timer, deflects on goal. Both of those opportunities saved by Decord. Maybe the second one didn't get on net. But here comes Seattle now. Down the right side. They get stopped and stymied there. Forced back out to center here. They were trying to put it ahead for Eberle there. From behind the net, Lyon can't clear the zone, but Cartier skates over the puck, and here comes Kozak with a little bit of speed, trying to slide it inside for Greenway. He couldn't handle it. Goes all the way through to Decord. He swipes it aside, but the Sabres still with possession here in the offensive zone. Quick power shot from Dahlin. Stopped by Decord. And now Seattle is going to ice the puck. With 16:28 to go here in this third. And there's a little bit of Jacob Melanson. That's number 63. Jacob Melanson. With a little talking going on here between Greenway, him, and Dahlin. Greenway comes in, gives him a little nudge. And referee's got his arm in the air. Is there going to be any calls here? Don't think so. Melanson just trying to get something going here for the Kraken. Get some energy in this building. It's his first home game. Seattle wins the defensive zone faceoff. It's Melanson, the instigator, on the puck, slides it across to Larson. He'll shoot it into this Sabres end. Goes behind the net. Quick turnaround shot. Goes just wide. Ben Myers. Just looking far corner, I think. That thing, I think, was... Yeah, that was knocked down by a high stick. So we'll get another face-off here. Whistle will come deep in the Sabres end. Sabres still got the 2-1 lead. Goals courtesy of Noah Ostlund and Tage Thompson for Buffalo. Chandler Stevenson picked up the goal for Seattle in the middle frame as well. Sabres got to just get through this. They've been away from home for 2 weeks now. Get the win tonight, split this road trip, get 3 wins, 3 losses. I'd say that's kind of successful. 4 was the target, but, you know, we'll take 3. Given that they started 0-3. Oh. No. I thought Timmins knocked this guy over. But the ESPN feed just skipped ahead 10 seconds. Stop doing this, ESPN. Hate that. Oh my god, now they buffer again, but the Sabres force a turnover here. Here comes McLeod. Oh, come on, Quinn! Why can't bro handle this puck? You can't go one Sabres game without Jack Quinn absolutely making a fool of himself when the puck is near him. Bro just has the hands of a ox. They're bricks. And now he turns it over, goes in front. There's a shot by Alexiak, who's looking to go far side. Good save by Lyon. And the puck is finally lifted out to center. Here comes Alexiak. He's been a Sabre killer in recent years. Gets it to the near post. Myers trying to get a quick snapshot, but his stick was tangled up there by his defenseman. Now Shane Wright to the point. There's a high riser shot from Riker Evans. Blockered away by Lyon. Now there's another quick shot that goes right on goal, and Lyon again. It's just going to gobble that one up. Alex Lyon staying sharp here for Buffalo. I hope I'm not buffering too much, but ESPN Plus keeps doing so. But look at Lyon for goalie of not big size. Large man, not really. It's not like Luukkonen. Challenges, comes way out of his crease. ESPN, please. Another face-off win here for the Kraken. They go up the far wing, looking to get it in front. But there's the good follow-up, and Near's short angle shot, looking to go top corner, near side. And puck is still on the near wall. Evans across, Alexiak, that shot drifts just wide, looking for a deflection. Puck behind the net here with Tolvanen. Tolvanen, again, plays it up top. Across to Evans, trying to pass it down low. Picked off by Owen Power, good read by him. Now the Sabres finally can get it forward. Norris in on the foot chase. Beats Riker Evans there. Follow-up coming from Mossland. 6 minutes gone here in this third period. Come on, what is this doing? My internet's good. I have green. Oh, pathetic. I don't know what's happening now. That's just great. Stupid. Can anything load up? Why am I in an ad? Oh, for Christ's sake. Gosh darn sake. Maybe we're in a commercial break. Yeah. Matty Beniers and Owen Power are teammates in Michigan. Not so fun fact. I feel like a lot of people knew that. And if you didn't, that's okay. But I am currently forced into a commercial here by ESPN. I have to watch a Kalshi ad. Are we in a commercial break? For real? Gosh. Let me check the ESPN app. No, it looks like we are in a stoppage. I guess we're in a stoppage. So we got 11 people in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you for joining me here late on a Sunday evening. I know everyone's got work tomorrow or school or whatever, but I appreciate your time nonetheless. And make sure if you like this stuff, comment, like. That all helps out the algorithm. I know I say that a lot, but it really does. We want to keep growing this channel. We want to keep growing this channel. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. All right. Looks like MSG has returned from a commercial break. Jeez. Seattle's arena is just so cool. That's a barn I really want to go to someday. If only the Sabres had a cool barn like that. So unique. Rob and Dan jiving with each other right now. They're making fun of the climate. They're having a good laugh at it. All right, MSG. Yep. Can we get off that angle? Thank you. So it's here on the Buffalo side of center. The puck is. Sabres trying to go up the near side into the Kraken zone. Very tight game. 1 goal lead for the Sabres. 1 shot lead for the Sabres as well. Look, Seattle coming again. Looking to make an impact here. I can't... Ooh, Tage almost got stood up there by Larson. Puck remains on the near side boards. Tage reaching in for that puck. That could have been dangerous. Don't want to see him get killed again. Good work by Doan. He is just so good at retrieving these pucks. He's like Zach Benson. You need dogs like Benson and Doan on teams like this. I'd love a couple more Doans and Bensons. Absolute goats at puck retrieval, forechecking. They just do all the little things right. But here... Oh, my clock was not moving. Damn it! Ah! I suck. Ooh, there's a quick shot. tipped on goal. Line made the initial save. McLeod picks up the rebound. Banks this one off the boards. Can the Sabres clear? No, says the defense, or the rookie, 63, whose name I've already again forgotten. Sabres finally will lift it up off the glass into the corner, far enough for an icing. Quinn doesn't agree with the call. So that's going to be an icing call against Buffalo. I'm letting the clock get caught up right now. But nothing's actually happening, folks. So 12-17 remaining here in this third period. The Sabres again have a 1-goal lead. Ostlund and Tage Thompson with the goals for Buffalo. They're up 2-0 at one point, but Seattle's been able to hang around. And this period has been pretty even. I'd actually give the slight tilt to Seattle. So they definitely wanted more. Sabres, I think, are sitting back a bit too much. Owen Power's first clearing attempt hit off the ref. Now it gets forward, and the Sabres have a little bit of space here. Norris centers this one. Tuck with a quick snapper. That's stopped on goal. Sabres can't get to the follow-up here, but it goes out of the zone. Sabres are able to keep possession at center ice. God, I can't talk. Isn't that all you guys watch me for, to talk? Here's the $24 million man, Alex Tuck. Notice how it keeps getting bigger anytime he touches the puck. Oh, he retrieved it. $25 million. He's got in the corner. It gets flipped around Greenway to Montour. He tries to force it up to Eberle, but it rolls off his stick. And into the good graces of Matthias Samuelsson. Samuelsson hasn't scored or assisted on a goal contribution here in a while. Look at that. Jordan Greenway, our gritty guy, got flatlined at the blue line. Winterton to Myers. Now up top to Montour. Montour trying to find Winterton. It bounces all the way in front. Oh, that. I don't know if Lying got a piece of that or he just missed it. That was close. Sabres finally clear. This one will go up and out and down for an icing. The Kraken coming very close on that last opportunity. Just looking at this last opportunity, Dahlin just loses a stick battle in front of the net. That was Ryan Winterton. Yeah, he just put it well high and wide of Lyon. But nonetheless, another face-off here in the Sabres zone. Kozak wins it to the corner. Dahlin picks it up now, finds Greenway on the near side. Greenway will chip it out to the far boards, right towards the Seattle bench. Malenstein in on the forecheck, trying to just disrupt as much as possible while the Sabres change. Now Malenstein will finally get off as the Kraken skate forward here. Byram, he can't handle that puck off the boards. Larson fiddles it down low to Goudreau. Frederick Goudreau sent it right through the crease, but no takers. It's with Kakko. Kakko to Stevenson. His shot goes off a Sabre leg. And out of the corner, Byram eventually gets it away from one. And now Thompson with a bit of speed up the far side. Thompson looking. Oh, the near post. It was open. Krebs couldn't get a stick on it. Now Krebs couldn't get it to it again. And watch out. Seattle with some speed. They have some space in the middle. Eberle couldn't get there. Now he'll take the backhander. The angle was closing on him. Lyon had everything covered up. Tough play for Eberle to score on. Krebs is so bad. Eli Tolvanen gets it behind the Sabres net. Bryson with a wimpy, pathetic clearing attempt. Goes right to Montour. He steps around one. Sends it to the net. Whoa, Lyon can't cover it up. Looking for it with his glove. Now he eventually covers it up. And that'll result in another commercial break for us, folks. How lucky are we? So with 9:19 to go, Sabres still have only conceded one goal in this hockey game. That'll change. It'll change. Don't worry. So we are in a commercial break here, folks. Seattle is starting to dominate. I don't know why, but the Sabres are losing gas. It's been a long 2 weeks, but they just got to get through these next 9 minutes. Get through it. Get through it. Go home with a win. Get back to 500. Win 3 in a row. And then they'll have 4 days to think and to rest and to consider how much better the building smells without Kevyn Adams in it. I'm too mean to Kevyn. He's probably a good guy too. Don Sabretooth Arena Goal Horn Model Collinberg Q3A Chrome Crime Tone Horn. Very interesting. Sounds like a good horn. Yeah. Don, Buffalo is should get a Major League Baseball team? No. We're never gonna. Our time was in the 90s. And I don't think this city could even support 3 Major League teams. I just don't know. I was never a baseball guy anyways. If Buffalo were to theoretically get a baseball team, great. Where would they put it, though? I mean, the downtown ballpark is not good enough. It's not big enough. It's not nice enough either. It's a minor league ballpark. It's got kind of great location, but it's sort of flanked off by the highways. So expansion is almost impossible. Look at Jacob Bryson. He's got a bloody nose. Let's see what happened. Ooh, it hit him right up. The puck hit the outside of the net, bounced right up, hit Bryson in the nose. He had to reset because the play was still happening, but it just bounced. That's why Lyon was unable to track it. It just took a funny bounce off his defenseman's face. All right, we have returned to play here. Seattle with another face-off win. Montour trying to create some space, drops it back. There's a quick shot from Tolvanen that goes just wide of Lyon. Now finally, Alex Tuck sends it across to Samuelsson. They'll get forward here. Lindgren around to his D partner Montour. On the near side, Eberle just plays it back. Montour, he's going to see some space. He sees the lane. He'll take it. And he finds it forward to Beniers. Beniers back to Montour. The quick shot in the high slot off the outside toe of Lyon. Just under 9 minutes remaining here in the third period, folks. Sabres trying to get 3 in a row. There's a Tolvanen shot. Breaks the stick of Samuelsson. So Sabres essentially playing with 4 men now. Samuelsson without his stick. Kraken ringing it around the zone. There's a throw and stick. That should be a penalty. The stick hit the high glass, and it goes almost out of play. Bounced down to the ice. Meanwhile, there's a quick one-timer that's stopped by Lyon. So 2 Sabres players actually had sticks blasted and broken. Wow. Alex Lyon able to reach out and make the save, though. But Sabres were essentially playing 5-on-3 there for a few seconds. Precarious times for the Sabres. All right, another face-off coming up here. McLeod leaning in against Shane Wright. McLeod gets it to the boards. Can the Sabres just get it forward? They really need to get some shots going, some offensive zone time. Seattle's just slowly tighten their grip here on the Sabres. But watch out. Ooh, Riker Evans had fallen down. He was the last man, and he had the puck. Sabres could not capitalize on that. Don, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore got... Yeah, maybe. Sabres dump it into the corner. 18 people now with us. Thank you for joining me on this fine Sunday evening. Bills win. We're looking to see if the Sabres can now win. Make it a truly nice 1 Buffalo. Here's DeCord. Rings it around the glass. Sabres keep it in for a moment, but power shot to the net was blocked. And Seattle can go the other way. They'll just dump it into the zone. Alex Lyon now. We'll leave it there for Samuelsson. He'll go up the near side off the stick of Krebs. He chases in after it. Remains in the Kraken zone. Goudreau gets kind of tripped as he was trying to play with it. Had it swept off his stick by Doan. And now, ooh, that could have been another hook against the Sabres. But I don't see an arm raised. Here comes Goudreau looking to the back post off the rush. No takers. Greenway, you can't turn the puck over there, you dumb ox. Kakko drops it back. Goudreau, you can just feel the momentum is with Seattle right now. There's a quick shot. Another high glove save by Lyon. He elects to keep play moving here. Sabres just about get it out of the zone. But they're going to have to weather the storm here for 6.5 minutes. Kraken in. They'll shoot it in this time. Lyon, near side. Dahlin, his flip out pass did not work whatsoever. Kept in by 63 of the Kraken. Near corner. Down goes Montour. It'll just ring around to the far side. Lindgren. Now he finds Montour. He's found his way back to the point. Montour with a shot looking for a redirection. Nothing there. Sabres have it in the corner. Can't get it out again. Melinson. Eventually the Sabres will clear it down the ice. Not far enough for an icing. So Lindgren's got to chase after it. Tuck finishing his check as the Kraken go forward. Ooh. Fans want a hit from behind call. No takers. Crowd is very upset. Byram, I think, just got away with a cross-check. Maybe a boarding. Sabres slowly out of their own end. Power just fires it forward. He gets it to the cord. Oh, that puck nearly rolled off his stick. Eventually falls to Quinn. He'll drop it back. Now another drop back pass for Quinn. He'll take a short ankle shot off the high shoulder area of the cord. Byram plays it to the far corner, takes a high bounce, eventually settles down for the defenseman Lindgren, and he will just flip it out to center. Sabres now under 5 to go here in this hockey game. Byram skating forward. He's got some space. Krebs looking far post. He had a man driving to there. It was Thompson. He couldn't connect though. And now out of the far corner comes Kakko. Kakko whips it into the Sabres zone. But they can't possess and maintain possession there. Finally, Byram can get off the ice. He was out there for almost a minute. Minute and 10. Good play by Thompson. Plays it back to Doan. He'll sweep it around the boards to Krebs. Krebs to Samuelson. Now he'll play it down low. It's on the stick of Dunn. Nifty play by him to get away from a couple forecheckers, and he can lead the rush now. Across the blue line. Plays it up the far boards. Dahlin in on that action first. He tried to whip it around, but it banked off the ref. And it remains down low. Now the Sabres can fish it away. Up to center ice. 4 minutes remaining here in this third period. Watch for the cord. If the Kraken can't tie it soon, empty net situation may be appropriate. Sabres play it to the far corner. Sabres just, all the play has been in their end for the last 2 minutes here. No way to survive a hockey game. Eventually, McLeod can fish it away from one. And now Benson leads a 3-on-2 rush. Here comes McLeod trying to send it through to the front. Another good breakup by the defenseman. And Shane Wright with speed. No, he's at the end of his shift. He'll try to back it in on Lyon. Picked off by Byram. Sabres, they'll just play it wide. Now Montour will play it low. That's not a great pass from him. Benson is pretty close to that one. A lot of communication right now behind their own net. You can hear it on the broadcast. Sabres are changing quick here, folks. Just trying to stay fresh. They know they're almost there. They're almost there. Seattle with the puck. Dahlin. He'll just chip it around to the far corner. Now it bounces in front. No one from this Kraken could connect. And now Dahlin chops at it and gets it out of the zone. 2.5 minutes remaining here in this third period. This is crunch time, folks. This is the witching hour. Here comes Montour, trying to get into the far corner. Sabres glove it down, and they're able to skate forward again. Here's Tage. Across the blue line, drops it back. Here's Krebs, steps around one. No shot forthcoming. Now he'll circle behind the net. Krebs, short angle shot. Saved by Decord. Rebound goes to Power. His one-timer was blocked. Tage now going cross ice to Doan. Ooh. Tage jostling with a man, getting him down. They'll find a cord. You got to think about the empty net situation here soon for Buffalo. Ooh, great play by Krebs to keep a man down. Sabres keep possession here, so they can't clear their goalie. Here's Power up the near wing, takes a short angle shot. Blockered away by Decord. It's up on the far wall. Sabres can't get it in deep, but Seattle can't control the puck cleanly either. Boudreau. Minute and a half, folks. Decord is looking to the bench. He's waiting for the signal. I think they're going to get it now. He goes to the bench, and here comes Seattle, 6-on-5. Sabres just get another goal. One more goal. Survive the storm in Seattle. Seattle's got in the Sabres zone. Loose puck. Eberle finally fishes it loose. Gets it to Samuelson in the corner. Chips it off the glass. It's going to go down the ice, and it's going to be an icing call here against Buffalo with 53 seconds remaining here. 22 shots apiece for the Sabres and Kraken. But the crowd getting into it, trying to will their team to find an equalizer here. Sabres looking to survive when their first... they're looking to have their first 3-game win streak. Yes. Had to find the words. But another face-off here for the Kraken. And look, not to take the time out. I guess they knew what they wanted. This can be a big fight. In this final 53 seconds, Sabres looking to win it. They get it by the defenseman. Benson gets it forward. Quinn to Benson. He scores! Zach Benson gets a second straight game with a goal, and the Sabres put the finishing touches on this one. It's 3-1 Buffalo. So the Sabres get their insurance goal. They won the faceoff. Benson chipped it by the defenseman. Found Quinn. Quinn couldn't get the clean shot off. He was able to get it forward to Benson. And Zach gets his second goal in as many games. And the Sabres are up by 2 with 44 seconds remaining. They're going to win their third straight this trip. Their season was tail spinning. They were 11-14. But the Sabres have worked their way back to 500 here on the road in Seattle. So this is going to be their 5th win on the road this season. Only their 2nd in regular. Their first the other night in Vancouver. There's another quick shot right on. Line makes the save and holds on. And I don't think Seattle's going to think about pulling the goalie again. This game Seattle did not have much jump. They didn't, not a lot of energy from them. Hey, we gained another subscriber. I'll update that at the end of the stream. But yeah, under the final 20 seconds here, so the Sabres will end, most likely, the Kevyn Adams era with a win. They'll fly back to Buffalo. The decision is likely to be made regarding the future of Adams Monday morning, so tomorrow. Maybe we'll hear an announcement as soon as tomorrow afternoon. Right now, though, Jarmo Kekalainen is in Finland, and after the play was over, the final horn blew, and Winterton put it in the Sabres' net. Sabres took exception to that. They jostle around. A lot of extracurricular activities here, but ignore that. Sabres win. Whole game looks slow motion. Yeah, it really did. But I'm glad the Sabres finally won one of these kind of games, right? On the road, low energy, not a lot of chances off the rush. That's pretty important for this team, for the psyche of this team as well. So yeah, the final horn had blown. Lyon took exception of Winterton, put it into the yawning cage. But it doesn't matter. This was a hard-fought victory for the Buffalo Sabres. They get 2 points. They claw their way back to fake 500. And what a way to send off Kevyn Adams. I'm assuming he's at the game. He traveled with the team on this West Coast trip. He made the fateful decision to send down Noah Ostlund and keep the 3 goalies. But if this was the end of the Kevyn Adams era, what a fitting way to end, getting themselves back to 500. And theoretically, if the Sabres can still go on a run, they're in the playoff conversation. But that looks mighty unlikely for this year. Mighty unlikely. Make it 2 for 2 for one Buffalo. Yes, sir. Bills win earlier today. Sabres win now. It's a good Sunday here for Buffalo Sports. And I just want to say, folks, this is the first time this channel was ever streamed twice in one day. You were there with Kale for the first one when the Bills came back and beat the Patriots. Now, this game here with me, not quite as exciting, but we appreciate and are very thankful to you, the viewers, for sticking around with us, spending your Sunday here on Buffalo Sports Center. We hope you tell your friends about it. We hope you subscribe if you haven't already, if you've liked, and just comment whatever right before I end the stream. But nonetheless, we appreciate your support. We are thankful for it, and we will keep moving forward. I personally will be working on my video essay about the tenure of Kevyn Adams, and I plan on streaming Thursday night for the Sabres and Flyers game. But it's a good day. Very good day. Bills win. Sabres win. My soccer team didn't win, Newcastle United, but whatever. I'll take the wins over the losses here. I'll ignore the negativity. But I want to thank everyone in chat here tonight. Let's look here. Looky. Buffalo Sports, Gabby, Sean, Elijah, Sawyer was in here earlier. Lots of Elijah. Just keep scrolling up. Whatever. Yeah, I think I got everything, at least they commented. Yeah. And Elijah, thank you again for another big donation, a $50 dono this stream. I looked back, and apparently you gifted a bunch of more memberships in the Cal's Bills stream. So thank you again for the financial support. Again, don't go bankrupt, bud. Responsible online. But anyways, folks, I was done. This here is Buffalo Sports Center. The Sabres grind out a big win in Seattle. Only their second win all time versus the Kraken. They are now 2-7 versus that franchise. But they are now 14-14 here on the season. So, yay! Win against Philadelphia, gain some points, and you're right back in this wild card race. Never say never. We ain't dead yet. We ain't dead yet, okay? All right, but thank you so much, folks. I will see you Thursday or whenever I post. Goodbye. It's been a long day. Long day.